Theater of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Jekyll. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theater of the Mind Flip.
Heyo, welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer, the podcast where we say our names in reverse without any rehearsal. I'm Nick Ambokaj, and that's Ladward Belak. How you doing?
As Belak, I'm good.
Good. Let's run around the table. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Last name as well, or just
Last name first.
God. So it's Sayam Salukre.
Okay. Yourself, sir?
Secus Ekol.
Excellent. You've got 3 names. We'll come back to you.
Ristel, Nilade.
And yourself?
Wait, do we say the last?
Yeah, last name
first, and then okay, Niltub Elenad.
Oh,
There
that
we
sounds
go.
good. That's a very fancy.
This is so clean.
That's a very D&D
I
name.
remember the episode where they all had a stroke in the beginning.
It's the exact thing you would get if you put like a name generator, fancy name generator.
Niltub.
I have to remember how to spell my name.
That's fair. That's very fair. How are y'all doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Pretty good.
That's it?
Good.
Yeah.
Thought you'd be dancing around.
I would never celebrate somebody's death.
Yes, we're here on the day that Her Royal Majesty passed away, and Charles
the
took the
Irish
throne.
won't forget or forgive.
Never forget he.
I wonder what Ireland's like actually back home right now.
Would they legit be partying?
I don't know. They wouldn't be outwardly celebrating, but I think there will definitely be a few like raisin pints
Do you even remember why? Aren't you too young to know why?
to know why the Irish hate the English.
No, that's obvious. Everyone hates the English. But why do you hate the Queen specifically?
Oh, she killed Diana.
What was the terrible joke I heard? There was a joke. I can't remember which comedian, but they were saying that, England got that beautiful statue of Princess Diana and Paris got that wonderful slow down in the tunnel sign. Ooh. Anyway. We're here on the day that the Queen died.
Sorry, before we move on from that, I got a message from a girl in work today, some American girl. I won't say her name, but she texted me. She was like, I don't know how close you are to this, but I just want to send out my sincere condolences.
Christ.
That's
great.
I told the girl I had to sit down then and explain like the years of
You're like, no.
behind what she just said. Yeah.
I remember when I first met you, I made a joke like that and you took it seriously. And I was like, nah, dude, if we're going to be friends, you're going to put up with me saying that you're British.
I don't think I took it seriously, but I definitely was like, oh, hang on, I'm not British. Because like, everybody thinks I'm British. Like, everybody. Oh, you're Irish? Oh, like, fuck yeah, the Queen. I'm like, go away. I get it all the time.
Fuck yeah.
But I won't get it anymore.
No. Fuck yeah, the
Because
king.
no one really cares about what's his face.
Charles.
Yeah.
Charles.
Chucky.
Yeah, we all really wanted him to not take it.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be around for a while and then we'll have Willie.
How old is he? Like
70 something.
yeah, another 5-10 years.
Oh, the Queen lived what night? What was she?
96, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think as Canadians we're going to keep the Queen's or King's face on our money from here on out?
Oh, yeah, do they change it all?
Naya told me
Remint
that they're going to, I don't know where she read this, but they're going to remove the Queen from the currency. I didn't believe it.
Well, no. Usually
They'll
they
start to phase
when
it
they
out.
now print
The
new
new
currency,
minted.
it won't
Yeah.
have
It
the
won't
Queen
have
on it.
the
It'll
Queen.
have
It'll
the
have
King. That's
Charles.
yeah.
But
yeah.
Are we going to have the Queen's face? Or the King's face?
I
'Cause we're-
guess.
Yeah.
Does that also mean Australia?
Well, no, most of it will be taken up by ears on
Yeah,
the
right.
coin. And then...
Let's just put Dumbo on there. It'd be more fun.
Anyway, speaking of Dumbo, how you Dumbos been? What are you Dumbos up to? I don't know. I'm trying to look for segues. I don't want to talk about the Queen the whole fucking podcast.
That's very fair.
Jake, talk to me about your dream last night.
My dream. I had a dream. I did have a dream
That's
that...
not the speech. That's not how it goes.
I had a dream that I got left...
That's still not it.
I got left for no. It was an actual legit dream I had. I don't care about references. It's me. I don't care about referential humor. Who do you think I am? I had a dream that someone left me in a water slide park for what looked like a 14-year-old or something, like a 14-year-old young boy.
Oh, like left you as in a
dumped
relationship.
me.
Left
Yeah,
you. Oh,
yeah,
not
yeah,
just left
yeah.
you there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I never remember my dreams.
No.
really?
I remember them for like a couple, like maybe a minute or two after I wake up, and then they're gone.
Interesting.
That's why you have to have a dream journal. Write them down.
I know, that's what I've been told so many times, but it
I get
sounds like
prophetic dreams.
it's so much work.
What was your
Really?
Yeah.
last prophetic dream?
Yeah. The Queen would die. Oh, honestly, true story.
What?
Yesterday
What?
morning, I was looking on Instagram and read that the Queen had to step down from duties, and I said to Danny, she's on her way out. But this happened with Bowie and Prince. I have my mate Peter, who was on the podcast. Both times that when Bowie and Prince died, the morning of, we were messaging, and I was like, "Oh man, I fucking love." Well, because Bowie released Black Star, and we were frothing about the album. Then he died the next day, and then Prince, we were just going on about how cool Prince is, and then he died the next day. So
So prophetic, like
Stop complimenting people.
compliments.
yeah.
So last prophetic dream? Come on.
Yes.
God, it was something just super random. They're never anything grand. They're always just like a little, like just day-to-day stuff. I think it was just something at work that like I showed up to work one day. Like I had a dream that I showed up to work and that my boss
That's
said,
not the speech.
like it was just something that was weird at work that like a box comes in and then my boss was saying something about like the contents of the box. I think they were like magic promos or something. And then I had a dream about it. And then things got all weird and dreamy. But up to that point, it was like, oh yeah, this is very real, like very real. And then like the next week, word for word, what was in my dream happened.
Hey, we watched
what was in the
something
box?
where that happened.
Magic promos.
I
knew you'd like that.
What, we watched the no, we watched the thing with Jesus Christ.
Use your words.
That's not the speech.
A bit of it.
Okay, there's an old film clip with
What do
the
we do?
comedy actor
Okay. So,
Martin Short,
So
where
what
he
we-
has this recurring dream when
you're
he's at
talking
work
about inner
at
space.
the cash register.
So inner space
Yes,
where
and
he's
then it
telling,
happens.
he's telling the
It's
doctor
like
that he
that.
has a dream where a woman comes up and he's scanning all the food and it's skyrocketing, and then a lady pulls out a gun and he wakes up, and then he goes to work and it's happening.
Yeah, and he
pulls out a gun.
freaks out because like in his dream he dies.
in that
but
awesome
then, like,
way that Martin
yeah.
Short freaks out.
I get worried because I also have a lot of dreams that I lose an arm or an eye.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like a lot. Like it's oddly a lot. Like
Probably didn't see that coming.
yeah.
Hey.
They're armless dreams.
I get the teeth ones a lot. You know,
Well,
you
that just
like
means-
start getting sore teeth and then they
No,
start
that's just
falling out
like
and you're
your
like, no, my
stress.
teeth are falling out.
That's real then, Jake. I'm assuming you have an improv game for us today.
Yeah, Dad, I do. Wow. Ever since the Queen died, you've gotten so serious.
She was my one joy in life. My hatred for her was what kept me alive.
We have a game by the goddess Viola Spolin called Jump Emotion. This is a game where you will slowly, as opposed to jumping emotion, you will change the slider on your what we call emotion, but we can get into that whole kettle of fish later. The idea is that you go from one state to another state in a rapid kind of way. The example given is that you are soldiers in a foxhole and you have to go from fear to heroism or heroism to fear over a period of time. Does that make sense to you all?
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Sure.
This is gonna have to.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Good.
It'll be okay.
Hopefully.
Can I get you all to put your hand in the air? Daelyn and Danny were first, so you two are together.
God.
Caleb, can I get a place?
A bouncy castle.
Bouncing castle.
Excellent.
Your
Okay.
children at a bouncing castle. And what do we think? What emotion should they go to and from? I mean, fear to heroism's kind of fun for kids, I guess.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do that one to start out with, I reckon.
Let's go the other way around. Let's go heroism
Okay.
to fear.
Heroism to fear.
Excellent. As kids on a bouncy castle,
That's it?
that's it.
Oh, God, my brain is done.
You've got parents, you've got a birthday party, you've got school to talk about. Whenever you're ready.
I saw that Jimmy went all the way up into the middle of the bouncy castle where the giant slide is, right in the middle, the giant yellow slide that's right in the middle. And so I'm gonna run up there and I'm gonna do it before he does.
I'm gonna do it before you do.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, we can go together and we'll be like the team of the fastest jumpers on the bouncy castle.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. And then everyone's gonna think we're so popular, and then stupid Cindy Lou is gonna see us do it, and she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, you guys are so cool! I'm so sorry that I didn't include you in my reading club. I'm so sorry." I
Yeah, and then we'll make our own club.
Honey, who the fuck names a kid Cindy Lou?
Yeah, I know. I sometimes have moments of feeling bad for her because I think her parents didn't really love her based on what she was. But then I remember how much I fucking hate her.
So mean.
She's awful, but we are so much better than her.
And we'll show everyone how much better we are, and then maybe she'll realize that she can be better like us. And we'll all be better.
Hold on, I can't reach the next part. It's a little bit too high. It feels like this is a little higher than I'm used to. I didn't know that bouncy castles have like climbing parts in them. This is a little. This is.
Can you hold my hand?
Okay.
Because I feel like if I'm
holding your hand, but I can't reach the next
and
part.
now we can't. No.
No, I can't.
Move aside, bitches. Cindy Lou coming through. And she elbows past you.
And we just tumble back down the bouncy castle stairs.
And it goes into like grayscale. And, who can say? Excellent. That is textbook.
Wow. I've never felt more humiliated in my life. There we go.
Excellent.
Was that Daelyn or was that...
I think both of those were just them.
The entire time. Luke, Herc.
Now you know everything about my childhood. So there you go.
You have a hatred for someone called Cindy Lou. I need to know that story.
Luke, Herc. Caleb, give us I'm going to give you a place. It's a movie theater. Like in a movie theater.
Let's do, and you want an emotion?
Some characters. Actually, no, just give us emotions and we'll let them.
Let's do envious to prideful. Would that be a...
Like envious to like, what do you do really well? What's it called?
Oh, like adoration?
Yeah. Like envious to adoration? Like being envious and then being adoration?
I was more going like, I'm envious, I'm jealous, then to like the complete opposite of like, I want for nothing. Prideful, I guess, isn't as close.
Okay,
to
yeah.
Do you know, like that, like two ends of that kind of spectrum.
Tell me more.
Like envious to grateful?
No, I get you. Prideful.
Yeah, no, I understand prideful. Yeah.
Maybe boastful. Is that an emotion?
No, let's just go with pride. Let's work it out.
Yeah, let's just stick with pride. Yeah,
envy to pride. You're
our
really
actors
going with the sins, aren't you? Envy to pride and then end with wrath.
Well, I mean, we had the what's in the box reference.
That's why I said it, yeah. Can you do gluttony? I mean, you've got the snacks for gluttony.
So here we go.
That was already done in the other one.
Time.
Movie cinema. I mean, you've got props for the movie cinema. So yeah, envy to prideful. Cool.
I cannot believe this is your movie premiere, dude. This is amazing. Like, it's so cool. You got on the screen with Matt LeBlanc. It was like my childhood dream to act with growing up.
Well, I mean, Matt LeBlanc, he's just such a good actor. I mean, I know it's just that he's just so good. I could barely like hold a candle to him. It felt like a lot of the time on set. I just wish I had just like his just natural charisma. You know?
Did he give you any good tidbits? Like, give me some tidbits that he gave you. I need to know these things.
Well, I don't really have anything. I'm just a humble, lowly actor. You know, just one word up there. Just
your modesty.
Really,
it's just so killer. Your modesty is so good. You're on. Look at that. There's you on the screen. That's you. I wish it was you right now. And you're kissing Matt LeBlanc. Yeah, but it's amazing.
How you doing?
It's so much tongue.
How you doing? How you doing? Okay. How you kissing?
Actually, that one.
This is kind of going on.
This was like mostly stunt tongues, but like if you watch like.
You had a stunt man?
Hold on, watch it. But that's actually me right there.
I could tell. Your glorious beard and everything.
I mean, it's
so
nice.
good.
All I have to say, it is pretty nice.
You know what? I'm so happy to call you my friend.
You know what? I'm glad that you're my friend too.
What else would we want to be doing with our lives right now?
Oh, no. I mean, my life's pretty great. So, like I got a movie. We're here in this empty theater, just the two of us for my exclusive premiere.
Watching this very long kissing scene your technique is great. That's
You know what? It comes naturally.
Yeah, I'm glad I taught you how to do that when we were younger.
Watch this trick I'm about to do.
Oh, you're doing the swirly whirly. The swirly whirly with a little bit of a tornado twist. Oh, that was my jam growing up. Well, we got the rest of the
story about her taking Luke to watch the porno he made with Matt LeBlanc. Well, I don't know if we played the game properly, but
It was funny nonetheless.
it was very funny nonetheless.
There's envy and pride in there. What do you want?
Yeah.
You very much started with envy. Then I'm like, how the fuck do I start off at envy with that?
Very good. Speaking of envious, I'm envious of the improv we're about to do.
We just
No,
did
the
improv.
fucking D&D.
Wait,
I haven't
we
done that
beat you to an too emotional thing.
Yeah, right.
All right, gluttony and lust.
Couple of puck. let me ready my bum hole.
Wait. We need to
place.
You're in a mall food court.
A mall food court. You giving us characters or?
Nope.
No.
Okay, cool. What were the two things?
Gluttony and lust.
Gluttony to lust.
Excuse me, sir. If I take the plate off.
No.
What?
It's mine.
You're not done?
No.
Well, I mean, okay. More? I can get you more. Here, there's a plate. There you go. Are you okay, sir?
Oh, I'm more than okay. One thing I'm more than eating. It's more eating. Give me some more.
There we go. That's what you get.
This was a D&D podcast.
Oh, I peeked as well. Was that you peeking?
Oh, I peeked all over the place.
Okay, sweet. Oh, there you go. That's how we get out of doing all the hard work and leave it for you guys. Yeah, I'm bored. Let's do some D&D.
Leader of the Mind Flip.
Do you want me to say it for you?
Yeah, would you?
In our last session.
In our last session,
You departed the village of Lahias on a mission to inform Mayor Adkis of what occurred in the cavern under Shaman Vasili's tent. Before, though, you decided to investigate the Mist Elk's tracks and discovered 2 young calves left behind by the creature. You left them under the care of a spectral spirit Bias summoned in the form of their mother and continued on your way to Beal. Knowing the importance of the message you carried, you didn't rest on your journey, leading to Agenar becoming exhausted. Nonetheless, you made it safely to the city and to Mayor Adkis's office. Turns out he has a guest, a young elf by the name of Nim, who you first encountered in the port town of Kuin and was then subsequently abandoned in the mists. Which brings us to now. You've opened the door to the office. Nim and Adkis are there standing laughing. Nim turns and sees you guys approach and gives you a massive wave. He starts to look around the office and notices some chairs in the corner, and he pulls them out and starts patting them on.
he's still just as creepy.
You notice he's looking particularly pointedly at Bias, but kind of moves past that. He says, hello, my friends. Good to see you again here. Take a seat. I was just reuniting with my friend, Mayor Adkis.
We thought you died.
You disappeared. That's right, yes?
Yeah, you disappeared, but we figured you died.
You didn't think to send out a search party?
I thought we did, but I'm very tired right now, so did we not send out a search party?
The purple guys went looking.
Well, they must have.
They went looking for me?
Yeah.
I trust you probably sent them yourself, Bias?
Yeah,
to
when
look
they
for
found me, I told them to go look for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. And you made it back okay?
I'm still here, aren't I?
As am I.
It all worked out well.
Yes, it did.
He's got a very intense stare going on.
Can I do an insight check on what their vibe is?
Go ahead, mate.
absolutely.
Yeah, make it.
That's
Fight or fuck?
19.
19. You can tell that there's definitely some tension here for sure. What
I got no
exactly
tension.
went on, you don't know, but Nim seems to be kind of saying more with his words than linguistically, I suppose, it would appear. You know? But you have no way of knowing what.
There's no tension from me. I'm just, he survived.
No,
Okay.
I'm just curious.
I don't mean to interrupt, but could we possibly get some aid for Agenar here?
Yes, I'm feeling.
Oh, you
a
look
little-
terrible. Yeah, you look like you.
Thank you.
No, I'm
think
sorry. I
for
didn't mean.
noticing at least, or
No, you just look like you look like shit. You look like you've been wandering through the forest for days.
we have, I think.
Oh, okay. Hang on 1 second. He reaches beneath his drawer, pulls out a little golden, tiny golden vial, Kind of pops the cork on it and goes, drink this. Don't ask questions, just drink.
Drugs.
Look, down the hatch it goes.
Inside check.
You do an inside check? Jesus Christ, welcome to Inside Check, the podcast.
That is 24.
He seems genuinely intent that you should drink this. It doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it.
Excellent. Agnar's like, oh, thank you, and tosses it back.
You toss it back. As you toss it back, you suddenly feel like really kind of sleepy, like really relaxed, sleepy. And he says, that'll put you to sleep for a good 8 hours, and that'll wash that exhaustion straight off you.
Oh, thank you. Should I sleep here, or should I?
Oh.
Do we want to go? I don't mind. I'll sleep under the desk.
Did you come here? Oh, okay.
There she goes.
As Agenar drifts in and out of consciousness, Miradkis goes, well, welcome back. I see you got your friend tattooed. I guess you'll be on your way down to Brigantia, if that's the Temple of Brigantia. I assume that's where you guys said you were going, right?
Yes, but there was some complications.
Who the fuck is that? And you look and you see Pierre-Loup kind of in behind you guys, looking around the room like he's never seen a room this big before.
Complication.
Long story.
Oh, yeah? How many hour-long podcasts would it take to recap?
About 17.
Jesus fucking Christ.
About 16, 17.
You've only been gone like 2 days.
You want to tell him what happened?
Long story short, he was stuck in a tree and we got him out of it.
Okay, you got a cat out of a tree. Fantastic. What is
also everything might be fucked.
His blood is what all of your purple potions, the purple rain, the defenses, his blood was essentially fueling all of that. Vasily, the shaman in Lahias,
yeah,
was tapping him for God's know how long.
You fucker.
I didn't say anything.
I mean, if you got a guy locked in a tree, why not tap him while he's there? God damn it. See, I undermined myself. Don't worry about it. I did nothing. He looks at you and he says, are you serious?
Yep.
Chief Humduk sent us.
Chief Humduk, give me a second. And he goes to the desk, opens up the drawer and kind of sorts through. There's a bunch of what appear to be sending stones, like 5 or 6 sending stones there. He kind of picks one up, looks at it and goes and walks into the corner with his back turned to you, kind of speaks into it. While this is happening, Pierre-Loup is kind of wandering around, touching things and kind of there's a bunch of like a swords crossed up on the wall on a plaque, and it kind of touches it, and there's a cling, 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 cling as it drops to the ground.
Look with your eyes, not your hands.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Nim looks at you all and says, so you made it here and you made it up north? That's fantastic. You are coming back down, no? Heading back through? You still looking for the children? No?
Yes.
Ah, oui. This is why I'm here also.
Any luck on what happened in the mists?
Looks at bias. Looks away. I had I got lost in the mists and struggled to find my way through. I ended up bumping into a humble hunting party from Ave. They took me to the falls and redirected me here to my friend, Mia Adkis. And we were just getting reunited. I'm here to help.
So you haven't heard anything more about
the children?
Or
No,
what's happening down south?
No, not at all. I plan to head down there myself, possibly, but Mayor Adkis said he had a few errands for me to run here on behalf of Neodracht, here as liaison.
I think we were planning to go back or try and go to the temple, but this kind of was a bit of a snag in our stitch.
So we got to find the temple. Temple's Brigantia.
Your friend.
Is she just under the
Yeah, she's under the table, like muttering and sleeping. He looks at
so
you.
cute.
And he looks at you and he says, so this man is the source of all the power of Bokt?
Was.
You guys rescued him, no?
Yes.
Congratulations. This is a good sign for the children down south, I guess.
Yes,
What?
it just
Why?
might mean.
Well, if you are able to save whoever he is, then surely saving some children is not beyond your power.
We'll see. Things might get a lot more dangerous soon.
But with that, Adkis turns around and he says, yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know if you understand the ramifications of what's happened here. Chief Homduk just kind of gave me the rough idea, but with no more purple power, we have no more bailmen. We have no more purple power to help us navigate the roads, to layer our weapons on. Nim. Yeah, we? Do me a favor. Can you head over to Balls and go get Headmistress Yarwin? She needs to be here immediately, and I need to tell her what's happened here. Young man. Yeah? Do you realize you are the last of the bailmen? Yeah. There was a whole song and everything about that. Oh, really? I'd have to listen to it sometime. Some sort of remix, maybe.
Yeah, an orchestral remix on Spotify.
Oh. When can people check that out?
I don't know.
Nim kind of nods to you all and says, back momentarily, and steps out of the room. As he steps out of the room, Adkis kind of sits down on his desk, and you see the weight of what you've told him kind of wash over him. And he says, This is devastating. I'm at a loss for words. I really don't know where to go from here. We're in danger of being invaded every day before this. If word gets out, have you told anyone? Have you spoken to anyone?
No, but...
Well, the question is the mist still there? The mist isn't from the purple man, is it?
No. We used the purple.
Well, then you're fine. You're not going to get invaded. The only thing that's going to be a problem is he can't go anywhere.
What, through the silver mist?
Yeah. They haven't got the last of the bailmen.
What do you mean?
Well, the mist protects you, right?
Yeah, the mist protects us.
Exactly. The mist is still going to be there, even without this guy in a tree. You still have some bailmen to get you around. They don't. So you're protected still.
For now, bailmen die. Bailmen get old. We won't have...
It's a future problem.
And you don't worry about future problems.
No, and I'll probably be dead by then.
Yeah. Seems like the attitude of a certain generation of people.
Yeah, right? Ones who have been given nothing. So we give nothing back.
Right. Who hurt you? You could do with a book like this. And he hands you the Dr. Allison book of witticisms and quotes and whatever the fuck, and hands it to you. Have a read of that. See if that changes your world kind of view.
You put a lot of stock in this person, eh?
I do. It's like it's my go-to guy. It's like I have no other
What's your
go-to guy.
favorite saying?
My favorite saying? Well, I mean, I love one that starts with, and stop me if you've heard this one. You may know this one. I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is. You know this one? You say it with me if you want.
No, I'm good.
Saying how... You know what? Look up that one, learn it for me, and next time you see me, why don't we go tete-a-tete with that monologue? Turn it into a duologue.
I would walk 10 miles to see a Garama, just so you know.
Oh! Yeah. He knows it! Son of a bitch, he knows it. My God. Adkis kind of has a moment of like, and then he stops and he goes, fuck me. Listen. I have a lot to do now. I have to speak to Mistress Yarwin. I have to speak to the other leaders of Ava and Yaren and Kuan, and speak to Chief Hamduk. As you guys head off, I want to give you something to thank you for what you've done and to encourage you to maybe keep a lid on everything you've heard.
You're going to thank us for ruining everything?
No, I'm going to thank you for bringing the news without letting it spread just yet.
Right.
Unless you don't want to be thanked.
We will gladly be thanked.
I don't think we deserve it, but okay.
Interesting. Do you truly think you've done something wrong?
No, I just don't think we've done something right.
Roll a persuasion for me as you talk yourselves out of some...
6 plus a 4, 10.
Okay. He looks at you and he says,
we were going to get lightsabers.
Regardless, where you're going and what you're going to do for us, you may need trinkets, things. Hold on a second. He goes to another drawer, opens it, and he pulls out a couple of things.
Shit, we might actually be getting lightsabers.
In his hand, you see a little ring that looks to have some sort of shield on it with blue gems encrusted in it. He kind of sits that on the table. Says, that'll keep you protected from bad things if you put that thing on. And kind of pulls out what appears to be a large coin that has like an etching on it that looks like Edvard Munch's The Scream. That sits it on the table, and he says, be careful when you flick that in the air. It makes a hell of a lot of fucking noise, okay? And then he pulls out a bag, and as he pulls out the bag, you hear like growling and snapping and gnashing of teeth. He's like, hang on, hold on. Sits it on the table and it kind of moves a little bit, scuttles along the table. You see this patchwork leather satchel, and the mouth of it is just, instead of zipper, there's teeth that are kind of gnashing together like the monster book of monsters from Harry Potter. And he sits that on the table and he's like, you should be able to put whatever you want in there. And if you treat it well, things will only get better and better. This bag will look after you. And it pushes it across to you guys. And he says, and you'll find in that bag, if you can get in there, there's a bunch of coinage for you guys to kind of make your way through Bart in quite a lucrative fashion, you know. Get what you want from the stores, all that sort of stuff, and make your way down and bring our kids back to us.
Very generous of you. But why wouldn't you give us these rewards after we've rescued your children?
Fair point.
That's
and
what
he
I'm saying.
drags them all off the table and puts them back in the drawer. And he says, okay. The deal has been struck.
I
Excellent.
mean,
Both of you. Both of you.
I'm just trying to get my karma back from years of being a fucking thief. I mean, I think those things could probably help us, possibly in fighting whatever these children may be facing.
Right. But you want them when the job's done.
I'm always curious. I'm sorry. This is my own issue where I don't trust good things when they come in large.
Oh, that's a real problem. That's definitely something you need to look out for.
When generosity is too much, I always think there's another side. So forgive me, but
there's nothing to apologize for.
Maya, to make us both a little happier with this deal, take this, and I flick him a coin, and on the coin, it's got a symbol of Aaron on it, or however you say it. Aaron. And it's like, you have the favor of a reaper. Use it wisely.
He looks at you, and Bucky also kind of looks at you curiously.
Now we'll take those items.
Kind of palms the coin, sits it in his pocket, pulls the drawer open, and sits the items back on the coin, the ring, the snapping bag. Sits it on there for you guys to take. And he says, if you could bring our kids back as soon as possible, we'd greatly appreciate it. We have a lot of work to do now to make sure Box stays safe, and we keep this information you've just told us to ourselves. And with that, you hear a at the door.
Safirith, keep it in your pants.
Shut the fuck up.
Door swings open. Pierre-Loup jumps out the way. He's like a Pokemon. He just says Pierre-Loup whenever he's there. Jumps out the way, and the door swings open, and Nim's there, kind of gestures, and in strides the beautiful, tall, elegant Asimar, headmistress Ayarin. She steps in, she appraises you all, and says, adventurers, you're back. Welcome. Mayor Adkis, what can I do? Well, let me tell you, we're in a damn pickle right now.
There's two of you.
I know. Let me call my assistant in here. Charles the Third, come in here.
Hello, sir.
All right, that's all I know. Get out.
Hello, sir. I had a day's work.
Agus looks at Ayarin and says, there's been terrible news from Lahias. Whatever the shaman was doing up there was less than satisfactory, and these adventurers had discovered it and uncovered it and saved the poor creature.
Is she a sorceress? What's her mistress?
She's an Asimar.
What's her title?
Headmistress.
Headmistress, did you know that there was...
You could just call me mistress. She's got stilettos on.
Mommy? What? Sorry.
Keep it in your pants, Safirith.
That was me. That wasn't Safirith, though.
A headmistress, did you know that they had a god in a tree?
A god in a tree?
Oh, a pedant god.
No. I send my students up there to get tattooed and to come back. Bucky, good to see you as you are. Thank you, headmistress.
He was great, just so you know.
Wait, I had a lot of help from my friends. We did it as a team.
So, look at this guy, look at this Pokemon next to me. And I tap Pierre-Loup, not hard.
Pierre-Loup.
There you go. See? One, that's his name, we think. Two, apparently he's a god. What do you think?
She kind of puts her hair up in a bit of a bun, messy bun, and takes out some glasses and puts them on and leans down to Pierre-Loup. She leans down and looks at Pierre-Loup and says, fascinating. Looks up at you. You say you found this creature in a tree?
I don't know, big man, where'd you find him?
Oh, fuck, you talking to me?
Yeah.
What the fuck did you call me, big man? What the fuck? Yeah, he was
Take the compliment, man.
He was part
Sorry,
of the
it's
tree.
normally big scary man, but I think he just left
important
a
distinction.
second addendum.
But yeah, he was sort of part of the tree. Sort of face sticking out, but
Part of the
skin
tree,
made
part of the
bark.
island. Interesting. And she kind of looks down at his leg where there's that slice in it and like a little bit of his blood dripping out. And looks down, makes a connection perhaps, leans back and says, "Oh, Mayor Adkis, we're in dire need to bring everyone back immediately." "What do you mean?" "We need all our bailmen back here. We need to consolidate them. We need to make sure they're distributed properly. And we need to make sure they're accounted for. If a bailman gets in the hands of anyone, any other person besides people that we approve, anyone could make their way in here." Right. That's what I was going to say. That was what I was thinking.
That's what we're worried about.
She looks at you, Safirith. She says, "I thank you for your contributions. I must go now. One of my partner is a bailman. I must go see to her and make sure she's okay."
They might invite thruples, you don't know.
You can hear the exact moment when her heart shatters in pieces.
You just see Safirith like looking anywhere else.
May I guess I ask kindly that Sax be relieved of duty so I can take her home and let her know what's going on.
2 in 1! Oh no! There better be a threesome in this campaign or I quit.
Magus nods and says, go what you need to do, but please send out the word as calmly as possible." She says, "Yes, I assume your friend here." "Oh, this is Nim. Everybody, this is Nim who hasn't met him."
Oh, we met him.
Enchanté. Oh, you're very polite. Maybe, perhaps Nim, is it? Perhaps you could help us? "I would happily assist my friend Mayor Adkis in any and all endeavors. I am at your service."
Headmistress, 2 things. One,
Sure.
Could you take Pedo? We don't know what to do with him, and quite frankly, I think I'll probably kill him or eat him if we...
I'll fucking kill and eat you.
I'd probably be quite tasty, so you're welcome to if I die.
I know a good recipe for turtle soup.
Exactly. And 2, and I want to make a insight check on this one. There's probably some good coming out of this with the limited supply of bailmen. You could probably charge them out for double the price minimum, no?
She looks at you, make an insight check, but she does kind of look at you with this look similar to if you were like, "Oh, Holocaust wasn't bad because then you can, charge more for bagels," that sort of thing. Less people making bagels, they're in high demand, you can charge more. Like, that's the look she gives you. Like a bit of an abhorrent kind of like, is money really what we should be thinking about right now?
I rolled a 17.
Yeah. You get vibes of her kind of being taken aback, genuinely taken aback by what you said, and then making the very quick calculations and being like, "That's fair, but it's not what we're about right now." You don't get any nefarious vibes from her at that point. She kind of turns and...
Sorry.
No.
Money is usually the best way to find out people's true intentions.
No, I admire your boldness in your questioning. I remember back when we met, you were similarly courageous in what you asked about.
That's what some people call it, courage.
Yeah.
So, sure.
Some call it courageous, some call it dicketry. I don't know.
Asshole-ish.
Yeah.
Complete idiocy.
Yeah.
No, it's done with a purpose.
But there'll be a day where whatever bias is bringing will be incredibly invaluable to you guys. Indeed, I think that all of you have valuable assets that you bring to each other, and perhaps you do well to remind yourselves of that.
You just hear it under the desk.
Oh, that's cute. She kind of turns and strides out.
Is she taking Pedoop?
You know what? She is going to go ahead and make a persuasion roll for me for that taking of Pierup.
20.
She's going to look at you and she's going to say, "Potentially a god," right? What you say?
Apparently.
Okay. "Excuse me, sir? Pierup." "Yes, Pierup. Why don't you come with me? I'm a Yarwan. Very pleased to meet you. I'm going to take you. I've got a very nice home that you can come settle down in and meet my partner. And we'll have a nice chat and see how you're doing."
Try his blood.
I'm sorry?
You should try his blood.
You shut your fucking mouth.
"I'm good, thank you." And kind of steps out with Pierup, the door's shut, right as you watch his assistant say,
I've never had such an exciting day, and
Door
to
shuts.
think it's my first day on the job.
You're in there now with, without Pierup, you're there with Mayor Adkis and Nim. And Atticus looks at you all and says, well, thank you. I mean, I hope that you will continue helping us out, but your journey is your own. We are going to try our best to address what has happened here and find a suitable way to keep it under wraps. Just be careful who you speak to, please.
I think we're probably just going to need some rest before we make the journey down south, but we'll probably be leaving.
Absolutely. The slosh bucket's always there for you guys to, the best place in town.
Now, I understand that Bailmen are a limited resource, but we would need one to continue with us. Would it be possible to request that Bakanov remains with us?
He looks...
If he wants to.
If you want, of course.
He does. He looks at Bucky. Bucky kind of looks at you all and he says, sir, and then looks at Mary, I guess, and says, sir, I would love to accompany these people, but I do know that I have to get back and speak to the headmistress and my family and make sure they know I'm okay.
Yeah.
When will you guys be wanting to leave? You know what? Don't make a decision now. Have a rest. Bucky, why don't you go home, then go see Mistress of Yarwin and possibly work it out.
I was going to say, because the person who's going to make that decision is probably asleep right now. That one.
Right. You know what? Bucky, do you mind staying here for a moment? I'd love to have a word with you. I trust these guys. I just want to get your side of the story as well. If you guys would kindly just let me know what you're going to do, or let Nim know, Nim will let me know whatever's going on, okay?
Yeah.
So you guys are friends?
Yeah, Nim and I, a long time ago when I first started here, I started having a pen pal, right? A pen pal from over in Neodract. It turns out it was Nim, my good friend Nim. We've met a couple of times. We met on the border of Neodract and Safirith when I went there before I started, kind of being the mayor here. We met once, and he's decided to come out here on behalf of, the Neodract, the High Elven Council, in order to lend a hand with this children problem. There's going to be kickbacks, I understand. Oh, we, but we will not...
No shit, Nim, you're with the High Elven Council.
We?
Oh, wow, they got weird manners over there near Dract. You were creepy the first time we met you.
All I did was pat the chair to beg you to sit down with me and wave at you enthusiastically. And then apparently I led you into the mist to be killed. Is that what you assumed? That's why you left me out there?
The mist you've been here before. You know this guy. You know the mayor. You know the deal with the purple.
I've not been here before. I met him over in the severe Neodract, the border there. He just said.
And you're with the High Elven Council. You didn't know anything about the Purple Rain. That's what you're telling me.
No, they keep that very secret, obviously.
Well, it's a good thing we came across you, because you could have died in the mist.
Mayor, I guess, kind of looks at you all and says, all right, I'm going to ask you to take this outside. I got a lot of... picks up the sending stones. I got a lot of people to contact right now. Nim, you stick around if you want, or head out. I think I will head out and possibly look at maybe getting some sort of room at the slush bucket, like these guys. Okay, excellent. And Bucky, you going to stay here? I'll stick around for a moment, yes, sir. Excellent. All right.
Very gently, very carefully, I'm going to try and pick up the bag with teeth.
Okay. Can you go ahead and roll
the
me
vagina
an animal? Can you give me an animal handling check, please?
Yeah, for sure. 18,
yeah. You kind of grab the bag and it kind of snarls at you, coming at you, and you kind of hold it out an arm's length, and after a while, like, the gnashing of the teeth kind of stops, and it just kind of, after you've held it for 3 or 4 seconds, it just kind of becomes an inert bag with really, really sharp teeth.
Rub the spine.
I very gently rub the spine.
You rub the spine, and it's still just a bag. Just a bag, yeah.
I very gently grab Agenar.
Okay, yeah.
Leave her behind. I'm going to put the bag inside my bag as we leave.
I'll
bag in a bag.
Items.
You grab the other items. Excellent.
And then as we leave, I'm just going to mutter to myself, I should have known. Of course.
As you guys leave, the door shuts.
Okay. You lead the way. I'll follow. Mm-hmm.
Her feathers are so fucking soft.
I know. I remember from when I picked her up the first time we met.
You guys exit that room. You head past the assistant.
God blimey. My mother said that I'd have a good day, but this is amazing. Look at that. She's made of feathers.
Have you not seen an Arakorka before, young man?
No way. I'm only 5.
What on earth are you? How have you survived here for so long?
I found
Most
the
5-year-olds.
Well, all my friends left. And then my mama said, well, there's no other children around, so you're a man now. You have to go learn your keep. So I went out and Miradka said, oh, you look like a boy that could use some coins. And I said, yes. And then now I sit here and I do any kind of little assistant work that needs doing.
Is this like imitating art?
I have a few questions for Miradkis now.
It's all above board, if that's what you're wondering.
There's no child labor laws.
Yeah. I get paid a fair wage for a fair day's work.
Well, have a good night.
Good to helpful children, yes.
You guys leave out the front door as Caleb possibly ruins any good standing Miradkis may have.
You guys make your way back out
like
past
a little adopted son or something. Nice.
Past the two guards and back out into the crowd of picketers. They're there. What would you guys like to do? Nim's following you. He kind of points towards the way that you know now is the slosh bucket, indicating that he's going that way.
I'm going to look around, see if I can see anyone in a red hood.
Oh, yeah. Give me a perception check.
Oh, damn. Rolling hot. 21.
You start darting your eyes around. It's pretty crowded. But you whip your way the other way back towards where the Balls Academy is. And you see a glint of red in the corner behind an alleyway.
Excuse me, guys. I'll meet you at the slosh bucket and I'll walk in that direction.
All right.
No, we're going what?
No, you're coming with us.
Okay.
You guys make your way to the slush bucket.
I'm going to run after Bias. I'm going to make sure he's okay. You put her to bed. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you later.
Yes, bed is... Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're lucky you're so fucking adorable.
Okay.
You lead Agenar to the slosh bucket, following in behind Nim. Before you go in, you kind of take a little side glance to where you actually have spent a night before, around the side of the bins of the slosh bucket, and quickly herald Agenar in. As you come in, the place is bustling. The fresh aromas of well-cooked spice foods attacks your senses. You realize you haven't had a really good meal, like a hot meal, in a long time. The gruel they were serving, the rations that you've been eating up in Lahias, this is like a feast for your senses. The place is pretty busy. There's a little bit of music coming in the corner, and you look up and you see...
They're so excited, I'm scared.
You see a Vidalcan man dancing and singing a song. You look up and you realize that it's Daft Punk, one of the bailmen that you met out the first day in the mists.
Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Ah!
Crowd are
You
going
are
wild.
working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. A cocktail bar. You are working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. In a cocktail bar.
It's when I met you, you piece of shit.
You are working.
No, it doesn't. No, it's not.
Working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
You look over and you see
Working as a waitress
Frong and
in
Honk.
a cocktail bar.
You see Frong and Honk, the owners of the slosh bucket who you met, the ogres, working away, bopping along to the tune, like throwing ales around, people catching it. Everyone's having a really good time, you know?
This is a very exciting dream. I like this.
You see Nim approach Honk behind the bar, and they begin talking.
Hello, I would like to rent a room.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely fine. My wife's the one that handles the rooms. I handle the drinks. Oh, hey, guys, it's good to see you again. I remember you guys from before.
Yeah.
You and you, not the other people. Just the two of you, yeah.
Not the people that
Stop fucking looking at me, you other two.
Not the people that you explicitly...
Listen, I'm juggling a lot of things right now. It's pretty much, it's monkey see, monkey do right now. And now I'm getting notes. Fuck me.
Hello. Yes, I'm.
Oh, you look sleepy.
Yeah, we need a...
Honey. We got some people. No, we're not up to... You're not here.
You do hear in the background, honey, honey, boo, 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 boo. Oh, honey. He turns to his wife, slaps her on the butt. Frong kind of goes, I'll be talking to you about that later. A little hard for my taste, but you know. Hey guys, sorry, things are a little loose tonight. You need your rooms? I believe we had rooms for you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to get up to sleep. I can take her off your hands and take her up if you want.
I got it.
Okay, excellent. Very chivalrous. And you, sir?
Yes, I would like a room as close to these people as possible.
Yeah, we only have the one floor, so absolutely. Just a single room?
Wait, just a single room.
Okay, can do. Honey, yeah. Can you get the keys for room A? I'm not going to say a number because then I have to keep track of it.
Honk steps across and grabs like a key, hands it to Nim. Oh my god! And
It's just because you keep making direct.
Stop looking at me! Everyone not in the scene, look out the window. For fuck's sake!
The wall.
I need feedback. He
time out.
Nim kind of nods to you guys. You're asleep. So
Me, look at me.
yeah, but there's I'm the theater of the mind, guys. It's in the name. Nim takes the key and kind of nods to you, Etterath, and says, "I'll be seeing you later. Come get me if you need me. This is my room number." Kind of holds up the key so you can see the room number.
I can
Don't read it out.
I can barely
Don't
read
read
what that says.
Yeah, that's this town's very bad at writing things on things. And he heads upstairs. You two are given your keys to your rooms.
I'll grab the other two's keys as well.
You grab the other two's keys as well. Excellent. You guys kind of head upstairs as you hear.
You don't have key. I have key.
No,
As you hear
give
this,
me key.
this
But it's my...
No.
Okay, you hold the key.
I feel like tired Agenar is drunk Agenar. I really like.
It's the one time the mom friend gets drunk.
as you get upstairs.
Okay, one step. And oh no, we're still going up.
Working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
Yeah.
Don't you want me, baby?
No, yeah. As you, thank you. As you guys head upstairs, you hear this swell of a new song, and then as you get up and around the corner, you hear and as you get upstairs around the corner, as Daft Punk continue.
Wake up! What does it put on a little makeup? What does it leave the on the table? You wanted to. You wanted to.
And you hear the rest of like the ogres going, you wanted to.
Maybe this isn't the best spot. But
as Jake burns like four level spell slots for song references, you guys head upstairs to your rooms. Etterath, you place Agenar on the bed, shut and lock the door behind you.
Good night. Have a good night.
I try to get the quilts into a little nest for her. I know she prefers that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have a mouthful of food, you go and kind of like bang the
God. I thought you were trying to sing another Papa Roach song.
No.
Or System of a Down.
System of a Down.
What would you guys like to do? Do you want to go rest, or are you going to head back out? Are you falling asleep?
I want to make a perception check, and I'll take some time to check the 4 rooms to make sure that there's no funny business.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Make sure there's no funny business. 20.
You start searching the rooms. They're pretty bare bones. You start like putting your hand in and along the linings of the drawers, under the beds, fluffing the pillowcases. You're making like a proper good casing of these rooms. The first one, you don't notice anything. Second one, you don't notice anything too. When you come out of the third, you actually bump into Nim, who is in the corridor. He gives you a nod and he enters his room, which is at the end of the corridor. You check the final 2 rooms. You don't notice anything. These rooms, not in great nick, but they're not. Everything's above
Those
board.
that didn't see that.
You went on mic for a nod.
I'm here trying to sort out another part of what we're about to do. And as he said Nim, I swung the mic frantically, ready to talk, and he nods to you, nodded to Luke in the mic, and then the mic away.
And he 100% on purpose.
But yeah, everything seems fine. And then you hear Nim cough, and then everything's silent.
Okay, make sure I lock the doors.
Yeah.
I'll leave Agenar a note,
Mm-hmm.
just in case she wakes up. Just saying, gone out, Be back later.
Did you leave me? Did you leave Agenar the key?
Yeah, I think I probably reached in, like locked it from the inside, and
Yeah. Wake up. Why'd you put the keys up on the table?
Because I want to.
I'll keep the other 3 on me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go get a haircut and buy some boots.
Nice. You go out to get
Because I'm stepping on my hair because I re-listened to the podcast and every time I shifted, I said my hair grows like almost a foot. And
Wait, it just stays like that?
I would assume that the hair like
I thought it like
back.
grows.
No,
and
it stays.
no, everything else goes back, but the beard and the head hair stay
like that.
long.
So this
fun.
whole time you just had this massive like hair and-
Rapunzel.
yeah,
Does the hair go like suck back into you, or does it just fall off?
magic,
Which one?
magic.
Yeah, but when the magic like finishes,
When the magic
is
happens.
it like
What are you
is it like
They're magic body hair follicles, but not head
You just
hair
throw
follicles.
smoke and it's gone.
Yeah.
Bang, and the hair is gone.
Okay,
found
Etterath
like
goes
Nair.
to do some much needed grooming and get himself a new pair of boots while
What time is it?
I would say probably about 6-7 p.m.
Okay.
Actually, before I leave, go to Honk and Throng.
Make sure Nim doesn't go in any of our rooms.
Whose name?
The elf that I just...
Oh, of course. No, we have a very strict privacy policy here. Yeah.
Good.
Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel.
We whip over to you, Bias and Safirith back in the crowd. Bias, you're making your way over to the alleyway where you saw this flash of red. Yeah.
And just very quietly, like as we're walking towards it. You want to tell me what we're...
Oh, God. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were following me.
Well, I'm not going to let you go off running into some harebrained scheme all on your own.
Is that a joke at my baldness?
No.
Okay.
It's just a joke that you're a bit of an idiot sometimes.
Well, I know that to be true.
So what are we hunting here, friend?
Not hunting, I don't know if the right word, but the last time we were here, did you see that person in the red hood that ran away?
No. I think I would remember a shady individual in a crimson cloak that ran at high speed from me. Oh, no.
That was a very apt description of what happened for someone who didn't see it. Well, yeah.
I'm just expanding on your description.
You are very learned.
It's in bits and pieces.
Yeah.
My mom and dad my dad really liked books, so I spent a lot of time reading growing up.
What was his favorite book?
Oh, there was this one. It was actually about being pirates. I think it was called The Sea's Daughter or something like that. And it was about this young girl that goes on a pirate ship and on a bunch of adventures. I loved it. It was great.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah.
Maybe you could give it to me someday to read.
Oh,
Yeah, you can have this, and I give you the Mare Akis book.
Did you just re-gift a gift?
No, I'm just giving it away. I'm not gifting as a gift.
Thank you for your generosity.
It's either going to you or the children. Anyway,
I'll
I'm looking.
tuck the book in my bag.
I thought I saw another red hood, so I'm just headed that direction to see what I can find out who is apparently following us.
Right. Well, you're the one who spied it, so
Yep.
I'll just be your backup.
One who spied it, supplied it.
You guys then turn the corner. If there was a figure here, he'd probably skedaddled after that conversation.
We were doing it as we were walking
Yeah, we're walking and
quietly.
moving.
But if someone's watching you, they would have. Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
9.
17.
You notice
Without a purpose of direction.
a little scrap of red material hanging from one of the barbed wires of the fence in front of one of the houses in the corner of the alley.
Look, that's some defensive shit on this house. What goes on here? And then I take off like the barbed wire, and is it material that I kind of recognize?
It's cloth.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What kind of magics you got?
Nothing useful for tracking.
No scrying?
No, unfortunately not. I'm more I can make a little hand and I can.
Yeah, Owen's definitely going to invite you in.
How little are we talking?
I don't know. I think it can change sizes, but it can only carry about 10 pounds.
Yep, that's about
That's
right.
all it needs.
Very dexterous.
So you got nothing identifying, nothing like that. No.
No. It's mostly defensive or attack. Tieflings get a lot of that kind of shit.
Oh, okay.
You know, the hell creatures get a lot of
oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah, I do know.
bolts and blasts. And,
Yeah. Okay.
But no, sorry, not very useful for tracking. We actually probably could have used Scary Boy, but
Yeah, well, I mean, someone had to take Sleepy to the...
these are crew members' official nicknames now.
Scary Boy, Sleepy.
Scary Boy and Sleepy Sleep.
Oh, let's give each other ones so we got good ones. What's yours? I'm gonna call you
Unlucky in
Hellhorn.
Love.
Oh, did that really
Red
hurt? You knew she was gonna. Come on, someone like that is gonna have a partner.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to be the only other person I've been attracted to on this continent.
Okay, well,
It was too soon anyway. It's fine. I just need to take that as a sign from the universe.
too soon for. We're gonna be walking, sort of. I guess I'm gonna can we walk down the alleyway to see if anything else happens?
Yeah.
We're gonna walk
Can
down the
I
alley.
look out for any other scraps of red fabric?
give me another perception check.
I'm like
Walk.
picturing like Witcher, like when you
That's
get the like
literally what I was
the
thinking.
blood. Ooh, that's slightly better. 13?
As you're walking, you're kind of keeping an eye out for scraps. You go down these alleyways, but you don't see any kind of red cloth. Kind of look to maybe see if you can see any kind of suspicious boot marks or anything that like someone was moving in a hurry, but you don't notice anything.
You don't. I'm gonna call you the Horn, by the way. That's gonna be your nickname.
Great.
Hey, it's got two meanings. You know, they're gonna come at me eventually. If they're coming at me, they're gonna come at you eventually. If they're going after you, so apparently, I think we both have some kind of enemy. Let's just go back to.
You have any idea who these people could be?
I mean. Red cloak is kind of a common item. Could be the Red Hoods. Could be the Maroon 5. It could be
Simply Red.
Simply Red.
I know. I
Rick
mean,
Astley.
like, cultish order definitely checks out, but
Yeah.
you don't have any enemies that followed you to Bach?
Not that I know of.
Well, all right.
As we walk back, I got a question for you. What do you mean too soon?
I meant exactly that. Just been unlucky a lot.
In love?
Yeah. The last person that I loved turned out to be not a person worthy of love at all. So I would tell you. I honestly would, because for some weird reason, I really trust you, even though I feel like I shouldn't. But
You don't have to, realistically.
it's just, it's really close. You know, when things are close to the surface where I can joke about it, but I can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes from the joke to the talk to the joke. And when you get back to the joke, you're fine with it.
I kissed the girl and I liked it.
Ah,
that
you're
our-
singing the song of your people.
And that's where we're going to end our
Theater of the Mind Flip.
You're still here? Thanks for listening to Theater of the Mind Flayer. We go live on every podcast app every Tuesday. Follow us on Twitter at MindFlayer_pod and on Instagram at Theater of the Mind Flayer with an RE, you filthy Americans. If you like what you heard, leave us a review. Or, whatever. Just do what you want. I'm not your dad.